On to everyone's not so secret favourite part of Christmas Day, stuffing. So what we're going to do, so I've got some finely sliced shallots here. Now sometimes when these are raw they can be a little bit hard to digest, so what I'm going to do is just cook them down in a little bit of rapeseed oil, and they are going to get really soft and sticky and really break down. It's going to add a wonderful sweetness to the whole thing. So just give them a little bit of a stir. And a little trick, just a little pinch of salt in right at the start, and that helps bring out the moisture a little bit and helps them cook down a little bit slower and a little bit more gently. So whilst we're waiting for those to cook there, I'm going to make up my mix. So I've got some nice chopped sage. Pork and sage is just an absolute classic. You're never going to go wrong with that. So that goes straight into the bowl. Now what I've also got here is I've got some oats. Now normally with stuffing you'd use fresh white breadcrumbs, but just because these oats have got a little bit more texture, a little bit more flavour, but more importantly of course they're easier to digest. It's gluten free, so this recipe works for everybody. So into the mix with the oats as well, and then what we're going to do is just go straight in with the pork mince. I've got a nice lean pork mince there, and the diced smoky pancetta. So I've got about 500 grams of the pork mince and about 150 grams of diced pancetta there. The next thing that I'm going to put in is pumpkin seeds, smoked almonds, cashew nuts, pistachios, nuts and seeds. Again, really Christmassy. Really reminds me of that whole time of year, a bowl of nuts on the counter, that sort of thing. Pumpkin seeds I've added into that. Really, really high in magnesium. They've got lots of healthy fats in there as well. It's going to help to keep the whole thing moist, but add a really nice nutty, earthy flavour. So straight in with all of those. And I'm just going to go back to our shallots here, which are cooking down really nicely. What I've got here is a small glass of port. Again, you're always going to have bottles of that knocking around Christmas time. So we're just going to go in with that and then just turn the heat up and reduce it down so it gets nice and sticky. Whilst we're waiting for that, I'm just going to get a nice bit of sea salt into there and some freshly ground, of course I like a bit of the texture in there, of black pepper. Now, because we've got so much spice and flavour going on to the turkey, I want to keep this quite simple, really traditional. So I'm not going to mess around too much with spices or anything like that. Now just let this pork reduce down there, and whilst I'm doing that, I'm just going to get hands in and mix all of this together. So you get a wonderful mixture with greens of the pistachios coming through there, nice pink pork, and the oats just working all the way through there. And what the oats are going to do as well, what they're really going to help us with, is absorb some of that liquid and fats that come out of the meat later. So that's going to make just for a really moist and juicy stuffing bowl. So the pork's almost there. I'm just going to wash my hands. So we've got the pork, which is reduced down there with all the shallots in there. They've gone sticky. It's really reduced down. It's almost like a glaze. So what we're going to do is just pour that over and just work it in really quickly. Okay. So that is all getting incorporated now. Now what we could do is just take that mix and put it straight into a baking dish, just like your normal stuffing tray. But what I quite like to do is make up little portion-sized balls. So the best way to do that, a little bowl of just water on the side there, just to moisten the hands a little bit. And then we'll just get ready with our tray here. I've lined it with a little bit of baking paper, just so they don't stick on the bottom. And all we're going to do is just make nice golf ball sort of sized balls. And we're just going to make them, get them in the tray, Get them in the fridge to chill for a couple of hours or so, even longer. Do them the night before, not a problem whatsoever. And then whenever you're ready, they're ready. Straight into the oven, give them about 20 minutes to half an hour or so, just until they're nice and golden on the outside, cooked all the way through, and you can see that they've gone crispy and delicious. They'll still be moist in the middle, and I can guarantee you these will be an absolute hit. So that's the last one done there. Into the tray. Just give my hands another quick wash. And then all we're going to do is take that tray, it's going to go into the fridge, and they actually need that time to sit, to firm up a little bit. And you can leave them there. Again, get them done the day before, get yourself ready on the day. All you need to do, take them out the fridge, bang them straight in the oven. Again, half an hour, 40 minutes, crispy, golden on the outside, they'll be delicious.